Yeah. I know. After like 10 years of waiting for Mega Mike, this turned into Dragon Ball Z for a little bit. It was just like, just wait. A stream's gonna happen when Goku gets here. It really was. It really was. Okay, here we are. Everlasting Summer. Yes. Oh. You're like, what? Mega Mike? Never heard of him. Is the music coming out of the right place? No, it's not. Ah. I know. What is happening? Okay, hold on. I gotta fix my life. 1 second. Yeah, my whole life. Alright. Thank you. I love you so much. You're my favorite person in the world. Speakers. There it is. Okay, that should fix everything. Well, this is a very professional opening to anyone that sees it.
Yep.
Oh no. My sound was coming out of my other sound hole and it wasn't coming out of the right one. Okay, here it is. I love the opening, the little Soviet games symbol. It looks like that's what's his name? Electronic just blowing a trumpet. Like next time you log into the game, like take a second. There we go. The sound's coming out of the right place. Beautiful. Okay. Everything should be good to go. Alright, let's go ahead and do our intro and we'll just get started on this bad boy. How is it going, guys? Mega Mike here, and welcome again to part 5 of Everlasting Summer. I am joined with...
Hi, everybody. This is KQD here, and I'm so happy to be back after our long little makeshift hiatus.
I know, we had a little baby hiatus. Between New
Yes.
Year's and Christmas and Life Miss, new life. No new life, none of us had babies, but I mean, it was just a busy time.
Yeah. We even had a convention to go to, in which myself and Mega Mike were at the same convention, and we did not see each other at all.
I know! God, that was such a... It was just a bad kind of like meet up on both of us. We were just kind of like, yeah, we'll run
Yeah.
into each other, and it like never happened.
Yep. Next time, though.
Next time for sure. Alright, well, if you're ready, I am ready. Go ahead and load up where we were left off. It was day 4 at the infirmary, if I remember correctly.
I believe so.
Yeah,
It's been so long. I don't know.
yeah, remember, we were like, the nurse was like, wait here forever, and we were like, okay.
Oh yeah, we got to play Doctor.
Exactly. Here we are. Are you on the same page that says I looked at the time?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Let's do this. I looked at the time. It was getting late. I'd read the magazine backwards and forwards, but the nurse still wasn't here. Oh no!
Oh no, it's your favorite.
It is! Suddenly the door opened, loud rock music was heard, and Alicia rushed inside. She looked at me piercingly.
What are you doing here?
Sitting, I said, with my tail promptly tucked between my legs. I admitted honestly.
Okay then. It's even better without the nurse. What?
She murmured, "Are you sick?" I asked acidly. Elisa didn't
You are
answer.
now a spitting cobra.
I am. Like, careful, my little neck thing is gonna open up and I'm just gonna acid you. Elisa didn't answer and came closer to me.
Move over.
Why?
So I can open the drawer. Isn't it obvious?
What for? She got angry.
Isn't she always angry?
I know.
None of your business.
Well, I'm kinda in charge here. She gave it a moment's thought.
And then give me some activated carbon.
Stomachache?
Yeah.
She grinned sharply. I got the feeling there was something wrong here. Oh no, what do I do?
Oh no. What's going on?
Part of me like, should we give it to her?
No, I kind of don't want to give it to her just to see what she does.
Okay, let's not give it to her. Do not give her. Really? A stomachache?
Really?
Doesn't seem so.
What? Do I have to toss my lunch all over the place for you to believe me?
I don't know what terrible things can be done with activated carbon, but I'm sure you'll think of something. She hesitated.
And what if you're right?
There. I knew it! Then I am certainly not giving you anything. Alyssa tried to get the drawers, but I blocked the pillbox with my chest like Alexander Monstrov. Alexander Monstrov.
And here we have some nice, a nice info box.
The more you know. Alexander Monstrov was a Soviet infantry soldier during the Great Patriotic War. Posthumously awarded the title of the Hero of the Soviet Union for his blocking German machine gun with his chest. What? Wow. Dang.
Wow. That's some guts right there.
Yeah.
Too bad his was still once he got pumped. I'm sorry.
Too soon? Question.
Too soon.
God. For all her God, I don't think she's the bad guy anymore. I think you are. That was dark. For all of
I'm sorry.
For all of her impudence, she was still just a girl, and she had no chance of pushing me aside.
Whatever. Find it somewhere else. I don't know. I think this girl could push you aside very easily if she wanted to.
I think she could. She turned away and headed to the exit. At the door, Alyssa stopped and looked back.
By the way, the camp leader and the nurse are carrying a pioneer with a broken leg. Oh no! What's his face?
It's that guy.
I can't remember his name.
I know, poor guy.
I really don't care, but they seem to be struggling.
Yeah, sure.
Come see for yourself.
Alyssa seemed to be lying, but on the other hand, as long as I can see her, came to the door and looked outside. No one was there. Where exactly?
And they haven't reached here yet, then?
She made a helpless gesture.
Have fun.
I returned to the table, and only then realized one of the drawers was open. How did she make it so quick? I turned my back for just a second. Though what evil can come from activated carbon? That was interesting. She just gave us the swoop. It was 15 minutes till dinner, and the nurse still wasn't back. I guess just leaving the place like this won't do. She asked me to look after it after all. And who knows what might happen if I leave. Though, who would want to steal anything from here? Except for...
Someone just stole something!
I know, right? Who in their right mind? Except for Elisa stealing activated carbon. I opened the magazine again and began flipping through it for the nth time. Okay, cool. The fashions of the 80s weren't that fun anymore. Yawning got me several times. It was already 6 o'clock, so dinner had started. Of course, I had to be on the watch till the end, but my stomach seemed to have its own opinion of the matter. I stood up and steadily headed to the exit. A rustling sound came from behind the door. Could it be someone else who got poisoned, broke their arm, or something even worse? I sighed heavily and pulled the doorknob. However, there was no one out there. Seems it was just my imagination.
It was Miku.
It was Miku. She was sniffing around to make sure he was still there.
Yep.
God, what is even going on? There's like no action happening right now. We're just stuck in this room.
Pretty much.
I returned inside and instantly noticed that something had changed in the infirmary. To be precise, an apple had appeared on the table. Oh, action, action. But where from? Fruits can't just materialize from thin air by themselves, can they? Though in this camp, anything's possible. Chances are, someone just brought it here. Maybe Lena wanted to thank me. Given all...
Did the art actually change with the apple? Because I wasn't paying attention. Was there an apple there?
I wasn't paying attention either. The apple's just chilling there now. I don't know. It's a Granny Smith, though, so I mean, I'm insulted that she didn't hand me like a Red Delicious. This is just...
We want a big Macintosh.
Given that she's all shy and... But wait, how could she just slip past me like that?
There's a window right there.
Lena wouldn't climb through a window after all. So there must be something else. I was suddenly overwhelmed by fear. What if the apple's poisoned? Though why would someone complicate things when I'm here totally helpless and can be killed way more easily?
Look, dude, you are not Snow White. You're okay.
This guy always, like, that's his thing. Something happens. How could that happen? Oh, that's right.
Someone's trying to kill me immediately.
Yeah. It's A, how did that happen? B, oh, that's right. Anything can happen. C, it's probably trying to kill me. That's his thought process. We've discovered.
Yep.
Or it might be the apple which Eve tasted in the Garden of Eden.
Oh my gosh.
In that case, I certainly shouldn't eat it.
No, that means you will have all the knowledge and you'll know what the heck is going on.
You'll realize that your happy no-nos are not clothed. The same second my stomach reminded me it was there, by rumbling traitorously. However, traitor. Benedict tummy. However, it would take time to close the infirmary, to reach the canteen, to get food. My stomach's about to eat itself. There's nothing wrong, I guess. Once again, I tried to remember if this apple was here before. In the end, it must have appeared from somewhere. Maybe it got here from through the window. The shutter was slightly open, so someone must have reached in and put it there.
It was Miku!
It was Miku. Nothing serious, however. Eat the apple. We're hungry. If you
Let's eat it.
Finally, hunger prevailed, and I started chewing on the ripe green apple with gusto. Its taste seemed normal.
Oh, it disappeared, so I guess they did actually put it on the art.
Wow, technology.
That's kind of a neat little add-on.
Yeah, I know, right?
I wasn't expecting.
Like, there's been, like, no movement in this so far, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Though I don't think even with the strongest poison can be tasted. But it's too late to think about that. It's time to go for dinner. What? Why didn't we eat the apple then?
I don't know.
We are so responsible.
We are.
I like that the options were don't eat the apple and leave to eat, or eat the apple and leave to eat.
And then eat. Yeah.
Well, along the way, I ran into Electronique.
Well, it's our favorite person.
It is.
Ever.
How's it going? Did you find Shurik? You know that guy that might have died that I was supposed to be looking for but totally didn't? No, still no sign of him. Don't worry. We'll find him. I tried to cheer him up. Too much time has passed. I'll just keep on searching. What about dinner? Oh, God!
Gosh!
What about second brunch? Oh, my Jesus. No, finding Shurik's more important. He muttered thoughtfully. I left him at the crossroads.
Finding Shurik and getting baths are more important.
Yeah. No. Finding Shurik and watching me bathe are more important. I remember. People don't forget. Electronic, I still don't trust you. I left him at the crossroads. Wished him good luck. Not in a gay way, though. Pioneers crowded in the doorway. I quickened my pace, trying not to be the last one in line, at least for today. And I was lucky. In the far corner was an absolutely empty table. I took my dinner quickly and sat at the table. Tonight's dinner consisted of fruit, soup, and a pair of buns.
Oh, look at those pair of buns.
I knew you were gonna say something. I'm over here questioning fruit soup, and you got your mind in the gutter.
I mean, are they next to each other? Nice little shape there. 'Cause that would be perfect.
I know. And then when the lunch lady hands it to me, she's like,
check the firmness of those buns.
I know. Gotta test the firmness of my buns. Gotta touch my buns. This set surprised me at first, but the taste was actually nice. I concentrated on eating. Oh, it's Miku.
Oh gosh.
Here we go.
Okay. I always have to prepare for her.
I'm ready.
Lena, let's go here. Look, 3 free chairs.
Lena and Miku stood in front of me.
Like the two most opposite girls could have a voice.
I know.
Are these taken?
Wondered Lena. No, take a seat. Of course, I wish she were alone.
No one likes Miku.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
As soon as Lena said that, Xenia jumped out from behind her back.
I'll sit here. There's no places left.
She said, putting her tray on a table and sitting down, not even waiting for my answer. Sure, make yourself at home, I muttered sorrowfully.
He only likes Lena.
I know. Oh, gosh. Oh, did you say what?
Oh, sorry.
KQD
what?
says what? Okay, there we go.
I didn't hear you say your other line.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nothing.
It's okay.
Nothing. To tell the truth, I wanted to reduce the whole company to just Lena, though neither Miku nor Xenia were actually causing much trouble, except one was too talkative and one was too arrogant. But nevertheless, they were absolutely harmless, especially comparing them to some others I could name. No!
Oh, seems like I forgot my key.
Oh.
Don't worry, take mine.
Oh, Miku to the rescue. Thank God. I thought she was going to leave me here with the two of them. I was surprised by Miku's short reply. Do you live together?
Of course, didn't you know? Together. Our cabin is the rearmost. I mean, the furthest from here. I mean, the last one.
I wouldn't have been surprised if somebody told me that Lena lived with Slavia. Or Xenia at worst. Even Electronic. But silent and shy Lena and excessively talkative Miku was a pair? That's really a surprise.
Did you find Shrek?
You're strange that Xenia's disturbed by someone's problems. No.
Surely he's at the village buying cigarettes.
Oh yeah, that's totally his type.
He seems like such a hardcore smoker. Or vodka.
Oh man. She snorted. Yeah, he's a real party animal, that guy. Village?
Right. He wants to party with his robots.
Yeah, he does. Bot Party 2016. At that moment, the conversation got much more interesting.
Got a problem with villages?
Xenia looked amazed. You mean there's a village nearby?
I think so.
She said uncertainly. I looked at Lena and Miku, but they were both busy with their meals and didn't pay attention to our conversation. You mean you don't actually know?
Why should I care?
Xenia stared at her dish. But there must be something nearby.
Listen.
Listening.
I don't know. Will you let me eat?
Seems like I won't get anything from her, though there is a chance that she really doesn't know. The remaining time was spent listening to Miku talking about some nonsense. I was just going slowly mad in silence. Obviously, the first thing I did after getting out was inhale a great breath of fresh air. The sun was setting. I decided to take a walk. It's highly unlikely that I'll find anything more exciting to do for the rest of the evening. That way something interesting could arise quite unexpectedly. You know, like Shrek's dead body. I don't know.
We've got the hardcore music
Oh
coming
no,
on.
who could that be?
I wonder.
I was approaching the square when I heard a loud bang. It seemed like something had exploded. I was paralyzed. I'm in a hostile environment, not knowing the rules of the laws of this place. It would be better for me to run, but at the same time I was curious. Probably I would have just kept standing there, but somebody grabbed my hand. It was Olga. Why are you standing here? Let's go and see what happened. Can't you... Oh, can you ever manage without me?
God!
I begged her pitifully. It shouldn't be anything serious. I hope. When we came to the square, there was already a crowd of pioneers. Olga vigorously pushed through the crowd and approached the crime scene. Obviously, someone had tried to blow up Jenda. But the attackers failed. The monument was still standing upright. There was only dim ash traces on the pedestal. Well, who did this? She looked over the crowd of pioneers. Surely it wasn't done by an organized terrorist organization. These guys all came here just to look to see what happened. I noticed Uliana and Elisa in the crowd. And it looks like our camp leader noticed them too. You two, come here. They approached reluctantly. Oh, it's me. Gotta get ready for this one. This one's mine.
Yes.
Why always me?
If you think so.
Show me your hands, Dravetska.
What's wrong with them?
I looked closer and saw they were smeared with black. Now it's clear. What did you make a bomb with? The junior terrorist seems to hesitate over whether to confess, but then blurted out proudly.
I like the term junior terrorist.
I know, I do too.
Activated carbon, saltpeter, and sulfur.
Wait a minute. Carbon! Carbon that she stole from the first aid kit. Why exactly the monument? What did this honored man ever do to you? The fighter for the rights of... I could hardly imagine how she would have kept scolding Alyssa if Electronic hadn't popped out at the very moment shouting, I found it! I found it! Everyone turned toward him. He held a boot in his hand. Here! Electronic boastfully shook it over his head. It's Shurik's boot!
I would not be that excited to find a boot, just the boot. I'd be like, this isn't a thing.
I'm curious to know if there's a foot in there or not, because I mean, like, this guy's been gone for like 2 days. He's probably dead. Okay, calm down. Tell us in detail where you found it. In the forest, on the way to the old camp. Whispers ran among the pioneers. Old camp. Old camp. I think this is all of us. You too.
Old camp.
Old camp? The old camp? Are you sure? Absolutely. What's so special about this old camp? I joined in the conversation. It's nothing really, she stammered. One of Sovnyak's... I can never say that word! One of the Sovnyak's legends tells the story of a young camp leader's ghost living there. She fell in love with the pioneer, but he rejected her, so she killed herself.
Well, this just got dark.
It's about to get darker. She committed harakiri with the kitchen knife. Next day, the boy was hit by a bus.
I feel like she would sing the song that.
I know. It's like, yeah, thank you for that. Liliana ran out of the crowd. Bus. I refrained from asking about the route number. But science doesn't acknowledge the existence of ghosts, so we have nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, thank you for that. I feel so much safer now in Electronic. Anyway, somebody should go there. Suddenly, the crowd started to thin out. Oh, it's Slavia.
Oh, yep. It always throws me when they're not on the screen.
I know, it throws me too.
Olga, it's almost night. Maybe tomorrow?
I turned around and saw Slavia and Milena. What if at night something happens to him? No, today, right now. By the way, where is this place? Electronic roughly described to me the directions and told me the story of the old camp. The camp leader looked at me attentively. If you think that you're the only man here.
Right in front of Electronic.
Right in front. I know. Electronic's pride is just like in the mud now. Electronic's like, well then, I will take my leave. If you need me, I'll be standing in front of a bus like the guy from the haunted camp. You're the only man here. I looked around the area. Of course, Electronic was quick to flee. Still didn't want to walk in the woods alone. If you asked me, I would. Oh, ooh, hey.
Oh, looky here.
Well, we need protection, so let's go with Alyssa. She's the one that can, like, I know she can karate chop something. She's hit me in the back a few times. And she's the one that I'm going for anyway, so let's do this.
Okay, let's go with Elisa.
What am I saying? Why would she go with me? Am I going there alone? Olga looked thoughtful. Perhaps you're right. We'll go together tomorrow morning. What?
Oh, you don't even...
Okay.
That's bogus.
Did I choose the wrong one?
I guess.
I bet you.
I guess only a few would actually go with you or something.
I bet you the only one that would go would probably be like Slavia, because she's like the brave one of the bunch, probably.
Yeah,
I don't think Lena would have gone.
I don't think so either. I don't think our pro tag would have taken Lena even.
Man, Shrek is dead for sure, though. Like, that guy's gone. Okay.
He is being eaten by bears.
As we speak. Or a ghost. Or a bear ghost. Probably both. Because this is Russia, so, I mean, bear ghost is the thing.
Yes.
We stood in silence for some time, then dispersed around the camp. Everybody seemingly forgot about Alyssa and her terrorist act, maybe due to the minor damage it caused. Together with the camp leader, I went towards the cabin. I tried to think of why Shirk would go to the old camp. He is interested in robots and cyberkinetics, not scary stories and ghosts. Why does that boot have to do with it? I remember how I decided to wait until something extraordinary would happen. Then I realized, this is it. Olga, I think I'll take a walk before bed. Just not a long one. Okay. When I reached the square, I understood that hanging around in the forest or some other strange place may not be that scary, but doing so in the dark. I didn't want to return to Olga's cabin, but I had to find a flashlight. For instance, there was one in the infirmary. I was glad I didn't spend my whole time there reading the fashion magazine. Okay, so we're going to
We gotta go ask Sexy Nurse.
I know. She's like, okay, but I need that back. You don't know where I put that. And I'm like, what?
Oh, Sexy Nurse still isn't there.
I know. She's probably with, like, Footless Shurik, wherever he is. The flashlight was found quickly, and in a few minutes, I was again standing at the square, pulling myself together. I just had to make a final decision before I entered the forest, moving past the pioneers' cabins, down the forest path towards the abandoned camp. I set forth. Electronic told me the old building was immediately after the war. It looked like a kindergarten, or like barracks I expected. It definitely could hold a few fewer pioneers than today's camps. It had been abandoned for about 20 years. It was now totally dark. The forest looked different at night. Mysterious shadows were hiding behind the trees, strange rustlings and cries of night birds coming from everywhere, branches treacherously snapping under my feet. The full moon was shining, so I decided to save the battery of the flashlight. I'm sure I'll need it sometime soon. The further I moved, the more unpleasant thoughts came into my head. I wasn't afraid of the dark at all. I didn't believe in ghosts or other mystical crap, but at the same time, during the last few days I'd encountered so many incomprehensible phenomena that against my will, I started to read between the lines of the simplest things. Obviously, I felt exceptionally uneasy in the forest night.
Because we haven't seen this character overthink everything else. Oh no.
I know, gosh. Apparently, in the chat, they're saying they're having a little trouble hearing your microphone.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Alright, we'll give us one sec. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Billy and Devin, in the chat for letting us know about her mic popping. And this isn't Evie, Billy. It's KQD. Komodo Queen Daisy. You can find her on Facebook.
I'm not really sure how to fix it. I haven't messed with my audio stuff, so I don't know if it's on my end or not.
Interesting.
I'm going into the audio settings on Skype, and it seems to be doing fine.
It's like gurgled and popping, is what they say.
That's gotta be our connection.
Yeah. Go ahead and try saying something again, KQD. I'm changing, your levels. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay. She sells seashells down by the seashore.
Is that any better, guys? I tried adjusting things a little bit on my software.
Are we all good?
Let's see. I'm just holding on 1 second to get a reply from the crowd. Hey, someone else joined. Hey. Hello and welcome. We're having a little bit of technical issues, but we're in the forest, dark, scary forest right now, and we're reading this visual novel. So thank you for joining.
And the backdrop here is beautiful.
It really is.
I really like this.
I don't know. They said that it's not fixed.
It's gotta be just our connection.
You
we
sound...
already had difficulties with it dropping once.
Yeah, you... Oh, I think you're right. Because it's showing, like, yellow on our connection.
Yeah.
It's weird, though, because you sound fine to me, and they should be hearing what I'm hearing.
Yeah, they should be. I don't know what that is about.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and hang up and call me back, and we'll see if that fixes anything.
Okay.
Alrighty. Thank you again, Billy. I really appreciate you letting me know of the mic issue. We're gonna see if we can try to get that fixed. There we go. It's showing white.
Alright. Are we all good now?
We attempted to fix it. Let me know if this is any better, guys. Go ahead and do a quick mic test, KQD.
Testing. Testing! Can you hear me?
Yeah, apparently they were hearing like a demented, gurgled KQD or something.
Oh goodness. They know my true face.
Oh no.
Oh no. My disguise wore off.
No, it's apparently still doing it.
It's gotta be something about the stream itself and how it's picking up the audio, since you're hearing me fine.
Yeah, it is probably something with the stream. Speakers.
We have 30 minutes left. Do you just want to call it a night and try to get it fixed, or?
Let's see if we can attempt, because now that we have people here with us to help us out, we'll see if we can fix this.
Alright. Ask them if it was doing it the entire time, or if it was just recently.
Oh, they said now the music is doing it too.
Okay, yeah, it's gotta be the stream quality.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what could be doing it. Microphone. Okay, I think I know what it might be. Let me see. Tools. It may be in my general settings. System sound. Let me know if this changes anything for you guys.
Yeah, keep us informed. We need to know if it's fixed.
Yeah, I'm checking the stream settings. Hey, it's Chris. Thank you so much for joining.
Hi, Chris.
We are having technical difficulties right now, but I think I might have fixed it.
Hopefully.
We're about to find out. Yeah, I believe it is something with my stream settings. It's gotta be.
Yeah, since you're hearing everything perfectly on your end.
Yeah, and they're hearing like double trouble. Hey, it worked. Awesome.
Hooray!
Yeah, I know what it was. Alright, guys. Sorry about that, and thank you for being patient. The good news is...
back.
Yeah.
Back in business.
The There we go. Alright, guys. Those of you who are just joining in, we have reason to believe that Shurik, our good friend, the robot master, is dead. So we're going to look for him at this old camp.
We found a boot. There was no foot in it.
But we're in Russia, not in Canada, so we're not allowed to ask what's this all about. Alright, guys.
They weren't here for my morbid pun.
I know, your joke was so bad. Oh my goodness. Alright, thank you all again for helping us fix that issue. It's gonna, like, y'all did me a huge favor, and I'm not gonna have that problem with future streams now, so y'all really did me a big help there. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep this train rolling. Good news is, since this is on YouTube, I will be able to alter that and just chop that, chop that part out. Alrighty. Everywhere I looked, every shadow, every tree or bush looked like weird creatures escaping straight from horror movies or from Stephen King novels. A branch seemed to be someone's hand, eager to grab your shoulder. A fallen log, someone's dead body. Someone who failed to get out of the forest. In every gully, I saw a bottomless abyss. If I had found myself in the forest under any circumstances, without all these buses and pioneer camps, of course I would still feel uncomfortable. But then I would be able to explain everything with logic, and be afraid of nothing except of owls, mice, of course. But at the moment, there were more than enough reasons to fear. Despite all this, I reached the old camp without any adventures. Gosh, this guy's like, I see dead people. Yeah, you pretty much summed it up, Billy. That's pretty much what's going on here.
What did Billy say?
Oh my god, you're gonna make me repeat what Billy said?
Yes. I want to know.
So, Shurik is dead, and Electronic is still trying to ride the pogo stick of the main protagonist.
Yes.
God, this guy...
Pretty much.
Yeah. Here we go. In a little glade surrounded by trees stood a house, resembling a kindergarten. I don't think that's what that looks like.
What kind of kindergarten did you go to?
Oh, it was a very dark childhood. Paint peeled off the walls. Almost all the windows were broken. Broken masonry here and there. Holes in the roof that looked like those made by a bombing. In front of the building was a little garden surrounded by a rusty fence. Apparently one was a playground with a merry-go-round, swings, slides, and other Soviet attractions. But time is cruel. All of them were broken and mutilated by corrosion. The grass was so tall that it almost came up to my waist.
This is when Miku pops out with her head spun around.
And then she just eats me. I don't know.
Yeah. She walks backwards up the side of the building.
You're making me scared. I don't even know what's happening. This game got weird. The moon looked out from behind the clouds and illuminated the old camp. It seemed like everything came back to life. Windows shone with new glass and walls looked like they'd been painted with fresh paint. I heard playful laughter. Saw translucent children joyfully running and frolicking in the yard. A strict camp leader on the threshold, holding a basket of ripe apples in her hand. The old cleaning lady taking a nap by the shade. The ghost wants its apple back. That's what's going down. I'm going to die because I ate the apple. This is it. Once again.
Or maybe that apple was poisoned, so that's why you're seeing things.
No, it was a ghost apple. Okay, or maybe you're right. Maybe there was drugs. Maybe Elisa, Elisa probably like poisoned.
It was a spoopy apple.
Spoopy apples. It sent chills down my spine. Of course, my imagination was just playing tricks, but the old camp itself was so similar to all those post-apocalyptic pictures I had seen in the visions. Were no surprise. I stood, undecided for a long time, before I dared to go any further. After all, I'm here to find Shurik. Though I still don't get what he might be doing here. If he is even here.
But like his sudden determination.
I know, like
he couldn't give a care in the world like for the whole day.
Like earlier he was literally like you know, Electronic was like, let's save Shurik, and he was like, but food, and now he's like, I'm determined to save Shurik. A boot somewhere nearby doesn't mean anything. However, If he was not eaten by wolves, for some reason it seemed like there were no wolves in the forest, this must be the only place where he may be hiding. I carefully...
Disclaimer, there are no wolves.
Hashtag no wolves. I carefully crossed the yard, pushing the tall grass apart and trying not to bump into a jagged piece of metal. But I stopped in the doorway, hesitating. An impenetrable heavy darkness stared back at me from inside. Even the bright moonlight could not illuminate any object, or even highlight a silhouette. My head was filled up with different thoughts that all said that it's better for me to not go any further and run away quickly. But I pulled myself together, turned on the flashlight, and stepped over the threshold. Inside the building looked like a typical kindergarten. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Hey, there's Miss Frizzle over there, just eating Arnold's face. Gosh.
See, children, what we learned today is how to cook a body in 10 different ways.
I still remembered my childhood days, and so everything here looked very familiar. Sleeping room with lines of beds standing close to each other, a large playroom, toilets, a dining room, and utility rooms. Signs of the past children's joy were seen everywhere. From time to time, the flashlight drew my attention to a decaying doll, or a plastic toy car, or a punctured rubber ball, or a broken rank of tin soldiers. There was a book.
That was a lot of wars.
There was a lot of wars. I know. This guy needs to... He's over here talking about kindergarten when someone has to go back to school. There was a book on the table, faded with age. I flipped through a few pages. It was a story I had read a long time ago, back in my childhood. Something about war. Enemies destroyed the kindergarten, and all of its kids hid in the little basement together with a bunch of adults, while bombs were exploding up on the surface. You read this in kindergarten? God! I don't remember the story, but as far as I remember, nobody died. Looking at the illustrations, all the emotions, fear, sadness, sympathy, and the poor children, and the sense of hopelessness which I had experienced while reading this book came over me. It's strange that under exactly these conditions, right here and now, I found this book. Probably there's someone who manages this ongoing story, who writes a scenario for an absurd play, who sews costumes for the local pioneers and creates sets like this abandoned camp. To tell the truth, he's very talented. Attention's paid to even the most minor of details.
Yes, it's all a dramatic play.
This guy really needs to see a doctor about his paranoia. Although this place was abandoned a long time ago, everything here seemed to be untouched. Of course, time didn't spare this camp. In so many years, it had often been visited by the locals. A perfect place for young people just hitting puberty. They could drink alcohol, indulge in amorous pleasures, or simply burn everything down just for fun.
Because that's what we wanna.
Just your typical.
That's what I promote, guys.
Just your typical post-pubescent teen, just smoking crack and having intercourse on this creepy stairwell.
Oh, the good old days.
Oh, the good days, gosh. Electronic mentioned this place in full of lengths. Legends of ghosts and devils living here. Take, for example, a story about the camp leader who committed suicide. In my world, nobody would believe that this could stop somebody. But in this reality, anything is possible. Certainly the fear didn't disappear, but I decided that since I'd come here, I was going to carry on to the end. The building was small, so it wasn't difficult to search it completely, but I didn't find any sign of Shurik. Maybe I should just call out to him, but on the other hand, maybe that's not a good idea. Frustrated, I sat on the bench lobby inside. Ghosts! Well, it's highly illogical to call out to Shurik. Let's just call out to the ghost.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Ghosts, where are
10
you?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I asked at the camp. And all of a sudden, I noticed a strange depression in the corner. A small trap door. An adult would barely be able to squeeze through it. And it
Not a
seemed...
very good trap door if
I
you could
know.
just notice it
I
that
know.
easily.
I'm just now noticing this man-sized hole in the wall. It seemed to me that it's been recently opened, as the dust was cleared around it. And so, here's the part where I need to be scared. So Shurik went somewhere. What might be lurking beneath the trapdoor? A basement? What would he be doing there? I pulled open the hatch and pointed the flashlight into the darkness. Ooh, this is getting spoopy. There was a ladder going down a couple of meters, ending in a concrete floor. There was a low, narrow corridor disappearing in the darkness. I hesitated for a long time. On the other hand, I had absolutely no desire to go down there. But on the other hand, if Shurik was really there, I swore loudly and began to descend. Downstairs, it was so dark that even the flashlight wouldn't help much. A low ceiling.
Holy cow.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die with Shurik. That's how this game ends. I don't get a girl.
Yay!
It was
You walk in there, he's chained up, he's like, no, behind you! And then suddenly...
Oh no. It's this type of game. I bet Oh, a low ceiling. Wires extending along the walls. Broken lamps clad in iron bars. This is how it is for me. I try to get away from doing horror games. But no, the world's just like, you're Mega Mike, you have to be scared. We like you scared. I mean, I've seen it all somewhere. I don't know why him popping up like that with a flashlight caught me off guard.
It's his voidless holes where his eyes should be.
Oh no, plot twist. I was the Wombi the whole time. Oh, dang it. The microphone's doing it again? Are you serious?
Oh no.
Let me look. Hopefully the broadcast didn't change it back.
Hopefully.
Let me see. General settings. Because I set it to where... Yeah, no, it shouldn't have changed it back at all. It should be the same, Billy. Alright, well. We'll keep moving forward. If it keeps doing it, just let us know. Or maybe it was a Skype call. No,
maybe.
It's still on. It's still on good to go.
Huh. I don't know then.
Yeah, no clue. It's probably just the ghost. I think
it's trying to make that spoopy atmosphere.
It is. It's haunting you. It's like KQD needs to sound like a demon. Okay. I slowly started to move deeper into the dungeon. The path went down after a few dozen meters, ended at a stairway and high steps. Soon, I found myself in front of a massive metal door.
We're getting a lot of art for this sequence.
There was a sign painted on it. I looked closely and realized it was a biohazard sign. No wonder if the old camp was built after the war, it lasted until the 70s. So it's an ordinary bomb shelter, and there was nothing to be afraid of. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone knows ghosts don't hang out at bomb shelters.
You need to read more creepypastas.
Yeah. Is the microphone still doing it, Billy? Go ahead and just let us know.
Am I demonic, Billy?
Is KQD demonic? However, those thoughts made me even more scared. I made a decision to open the door, which immediately shut with a sharp sound as I stepped through the doorway. What?
Ah!
I shuddered strongly. My hands began to tremble. My vision dimmed. I regained consciousness after a few seconds, and only then did I realize that apparently a strong spring was attached to the door. I found myself in quite a spacious room. In the beam of flashlight, I could see a bunk bed, some cabinets along the walls, and several devices of unknown purpose located in the far corner.
If he's just chilling in here, like, I was taking a vacation, I hope you have the option to punch him in the face.
I know. He's just like, yeah, like, he's like, it was like Mega Mind, where he, like, faked his death just to hang out and, like,
yes.
Play guitar and eat Cheerios all day.
I was tired of all those weirdos, man. You know how terrible it is to have Electrodeke stalking you 24/7? Yeah, I know, Shurik.
Yeah, we know. He tried to peek on me naked. I know, Shurik. And that's whenever Shurik's like, he touched me, and I'm like, what? And then me and Shurik just hang out here. That's the end of the story.
That is the end. You have a nice, happy life with Shurik, and he's in this little bunker.
Exactly. We become life partners. It seems that this bomb shelter's never been used. Nobody ever came here. The beds were made, which is strange in itself. Carefully, I looked around the room several times. The cabinets were full of gas masks, chemical protective suits, dry rations, various domestic odds and ends. The devices, which I at first could determine the purpose, were gauges of radiation, air pressure, and temperature. In short, this was a typical bomb shelter. I'd never been in such a place before, but it's how I imagined it. The only thing that remained unexplored was the door at the end of the room. I pulled the handle, but the door remained closed. If someone recently came down here, and he wasn't found in this room, it would probably be logical to assume they were behind the door. I called out in whisper. I'm so scared! Shirik? No reply. Maybe he locked himself out. But why? It was unclear what I should do next. Perhaps it would be smarter to come back tomorrow with help. For some reason, I had a feeling that behind this door, I would find answers that can't wait to be found. I walked across the room and took a crowbar from the corner.
We're armed.
I wedged it under the bottom of the door and tried to rip it from its hinges. Oddly enough, after a while, I did just that. Fortunately, it wasn't as massive as the previous door. The door gave out and slammed onto the floor. I took a deep breath.
And you hit your toes.
I know. Ow. I took a deep breath and pointed the flashlight down the passage. A corridor vanished into the darkness, the same as the one which brought me here.
Man!
Spoopy! Oh, and yes, Justin, I was in a paranormal group, so I shouldn't be afraid, but the thing is, I am afraid. I've always been afraid. Even when I was in the paranormal group, I was afraid. That's but I enjoy the sensation of fear, and I enjoy people's reaction to me being afraid. So that's why I keep doing it,
That's what makes it fun.
That's what makes it fun. Yes. Oh, what's that? It was that quote. It's like bravery's not the absence of fear. It's being afraid, screaming your head off, and having people laugh at you. Something like that. Eleanor Roosevelt.
Okay, I'm sure that is correct.
I'm sure that's what they said. The walls were closing in. My head almost touched the ceiling, but I could not make out the end of the corridor. I walked carefully, looking on the ground. This was the reason I didn't fall into the pit. The hole was about 1.5 meters in diameter, and there was earth at the bottom of it instead of concrete. It seemed that the hole was caused by an explosion. It wasn't too deep. I could easily climb out later. Oh no. Oh
no.
This is definitely haunted. This is the type of thing that reminds children to mind their own business. After I jumped into the hole, I found myself in something resembling an old mine. The walls and the ceiling were reinforced with wooden beams. The tunnel was so long that my flashlight was insufficient. After a few minutes later, I found myself at the crossroads. It's too dangerous to go any further. I could get lost. I decided it would be a good idea to somehow mark the place from which I would begin my journey into the labyrinth, so I picked up a stone and made a quick, big notch in the wall. So.
Well, at least he didn't just, go walking into this.
Oh, I'm feeling left.
This is very... I don't know.
We got 5 minutes. Let's get in there. All right. Let's
left.
go. Going left.
But don't you know you always go right?
Oh.
That's the thing. But I chose left, so.
Okay. It seems that there's another fork in the road. What? Okay, well maybe we should do... If we go left and then we go right, we'll be back in the center. Should we go left again?
Go left again. You always follow along one wall when you're making a map.
Okay, so we're going double left.
Double left.
I came to some sort of miner's camp. Picks and helmets everywhere. A rusty wagon stood in the corner. All the items were so old they dated from the beginning of the 20th century rather than the middle. So, this really is a mine, which means I could wander around for ages without finding a way out. But I sensed that the exit was somewhere nearby and went further. It seemed that there was another fork in the road. Oh!
Oh, goodness!
Do we stay to the left?
If this was reality, I would.
Okay.
It's not reality.
So let's go right.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. It seemed that there's another fork. Oh, okay, right again.
All right.
What? Okay.
gosh!
Okay. Right one more time. Oh no. Alright.
Oh no!
Let's go left.
Left?
We're gonna die here. We're gonna die here dead. I returned to the place where I had begun, so I took a wrong turn somewhere. Obviously. Let's continue searching. Oh, okay.
Oh god.
It's one of these puzzles. Dang it, left.
Left?
Yeah. Seems that there's another fork in the road. Left.
And
Okay.
then we get to this thing.
Okay, yes. And then we went right here. So let's go left.
Go left.
Yes. Okay. And then we'll go left again.
Are we just gonna keep going left?
Well, if we do another left, we'll be in a circle. So let's go
Yeah.
right. Let's go right.
Go right.
Gosh. I guess right again?
Okay.
Okay,
And
left.
then left.
And then left, yeah. Because this zigzag will take us in another... Okay, and then left again.
Goodness. And left again?
Yeah, yeah. What the heck?
Ah!
Okay, God, these combinations are stupid. Okay, here we go. Let's go right.
Oh.
Finally, I walked out of the tunnel into a rather large hall with a high ceiling.
I feel like we should save it right here.
I feel like it too. Though it could hardly be called a hall. They must have used to mine something here. Coal. Probably. Or maybe gold. The walls have been cut by pickaxes and pneumatic drills. This place was pitch black, so my only salvation was the flashlight. If it breaks, it's unlikely I'll ever get out of here. In its ray of light, I suddenly spotted a red cloth. A pioneer's neckerchief. Shirk was obviously here somewhere. Okay, before we call out to him, we'll go ahead and call it there, just because this is a really high, good stopping point.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cliffhanger.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and save it on slot 8 for me.
Gosh, he wouldn't call out loudly in the bomb shelter, but he's going to yell in a mine that, for all he knows, is unstable.
I know, like, this guy. And then no, remember, he didn't want to call out to Shurik, because that was illogical, but he'll call out to the ghosts.
Well, he called out into the ghosts in the building, and then he whispered to Shurik in the bomb shelter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my goodness. Alright, we'll go ahead and call it there. Oh.
Oh, thank you guys for showing up and listening to my demonic voice.
Yeah, thank you guys again for pointing out the little technical issue we had. I appreciate any and all help that you guys give. We'll be sure next time to run some different tests before to see how things are coming out. But yeah, guys, thank you again, KQD, for joining.
No problem. I'm having a lot of fun with this playthrough.
It has been. I guess we'll shoot for next Tuesday.
Yep, hopefully.
Yeah, and if not, we may have to do Wednesday, but we'll find out. But I will let you, Mega Mikey Eggins, know for sure. And also, don't forget to search Komodo Queen Daisy on Facebook to check out her page and see if there is any, I don't know, just stuff there that y'all should check out, because she's awesome. Her face is awesome. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm actually playing in a Otome game with another friend of mine, Belle, who often comes to this chat to watch us play this. And Otome games are basically VNs like this one, just made for female audiences. So if you like this, you should go check out those videos.
Yeah, do it, guys. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you again for watching. I had fun. I hope that you guys had fun. And as always, my lovely friends, fans, and followers, tune in next time to The Mega Mike Show. Bye-bye.